Tom Scott, founder, CEO of Streambased. Thanks for meeting with me today.
Hi, it's great to be here.
So you actually just launched the cloud SaaS version of your product, and you actually played around with WarpStream. And I wanted to see what it was you did. I'm kind of excited to see what was going on. Maybe you can give us a little quickie on what Streambased is and does.
Sure. So, as you mentioned, we've just launched Streambased A.S.K, which is the analytics service for Kafka, that exposes your Kafka data and your Kafka clusters as a JDBC connection, SQL interface that's all completely managed for you. So there's no setup, no deployment, no sign up, no nothing. Just head along to a JDBC connection that I'm going to show you a little bit later, and off you go. And you can connect this to
Wow.
your own Kafka data. And we're going to do that with WarpStream today.
That's that's super convenient. I run into this scenario all the time where I'm trying to generate data and see it, and usually I just dump it to standard out because it's just simple to do. But being able to query it, yeah, obviously handy.
Absolutely. That's what we're all about. There's so many tools and techniques that people like and use efficiently. And
Yeah.
we just want to bring Kafka to them.
Awesome. Well, let's dive in it. Go ahead and share your screen. Let's see what you got going on there.
Okay, so let's start straight from first principles. You've
Okay.
probably all seen this screen. This is a WarpStream cluster screen. And I'm going to go
Okay.
ahead and create a completely new cluster. We'll call it Streambased A.S.K. And in seconds, we're up and running and off we go.
I love it.
I need to be able to access it, so we'll create a nice, easy credential set. And here we go. Now, all you need to be able to use, this is all you need to be able to use Streambase to access your Kafka data via SQL.
Oh,
But
okay.
we just created this cluster, so it's completely empty. So as a step before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up the really excellent ShadowTraffic data gen application to generate some data for us.
Oh, yeah,
So,
I'm a big fan of that. It's super handy for this kind of stuff.
oh, it's fantastic. So I have just a quick overview of ShadowTraffic generating a customers topic here. And it's going to fill out some fields based on a few rules. So I'm going to copy my username and password across from my brand new WarpStream cluster. And I'm just going to fire that up straight away. I have a container that's doing ShadowTraffic.
Okay.
And once we start that up, it'll just start generating data into our new topic. So we
Bingo.
can
There
see
we go.
WarpStream of data. And if I head back over to my console, just give it a second to get up and running. And there we go. We can see I now have a topic. And we can see via WarpStream UI that we now got some data coming in.
Yeah, over
So that's
5,000
excellent.
records. That was quick.
Yeah,
Cool.
it goes pretty fast. So that's excellent. But then how do we interact with this data?
Right.
Ideally, as an analyst or a data scientist, you want to use something you know, something like SQL. And
Yeah.
that's where the stream-based A.S.K comes in.
Okay.
I'm going to just copy those usernames and passwords across to a different file now. And I'm not running anything here. I'm just preparing a command that I will later copy into my tool of choice.
Okay. Okay.
And so we're all prepared and we're up and ready now. And my tool of choice is Squirrel SQL. I like gray boxes. I like things to look at the old ways they did in the 90s. There are other tools and they all work in exactly the same way. So use whatever you like. It's a founding principle of Streambase to do that.
Exactly.
So if we look at my connection,
Uh-huh.
I have this Streambase cloud endpoint. It's a public endpoint. And I have no username, no password required. This is just everything you need in order to connect into A.S.K.
Wow.
So we hit connect and we're already up and running. Can you remember what our topic was called?
Customer or customers.
Customers. Yeah. So if we go show tables here, you'd expect to see customers, but you don't. That's because you're currently in our A.S.K lobby area. This is our data, not your data. So you can play around
Okay.
with some of these things, but it's not all that great and useful to you.
Okay. Just so you
If
got
you
a
want to
place.
use Sorry?
Yeah, just so you got a place when you get there and it's not just a blank slate, you can kind of play around.
Yeah, exactly. But what
Okay.
we really want to do is to repoint A.S.K at our own cluster, at our newly created WarpStream cluster.
Yeah.
And you can do that from within your analytics application quite simply by using the command we have below. So as you can see, we put in our connection details in here,
Okay.
and we can run this as SQL, right?
Huh.
And what it does is it repoints the connection. So if I was to go show tables now I see my customers' data. And now I can very simply, completely using the managed service, I can select some data directly from Kafka and directly from WarpStream.
Dang, that's crazy. It's so
Yeah,
simple.
and there you go. There's our records.
I love it. That is really, really quick and easy. That's nuts. I
So
really like that.
anytime you want to repoint to a different Kafka cluster, just update this parameter. Or if you want to go back to our lobby area, just reset it. It's literally that simple. No deployment, no sign up, no data movement, all running directly on your Kafka cluster.
Wow. That's wild. I like it. Tom, you've done a great job here.
Thanks. And just for completeness, you of course have a fully featured SQL language. We've only created one topic, but if you had multiple, feel free to join them.
Okay.
And also, if you want to get accelerated access to your Kafka data, contact us because we can't do it on these public environments, but on dedicated environments, we offer a suite of acceleration technology for larger data volumes as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd certainly be handy with folks. But geez, this is really cool. This is going to be useful for me. I'm gonna start using it just for testing.
Sure, by all means, it's completely free and open today. Head over to Streambased.io if you want to check out how to get started. And yeah, point it at your clusters and off you go.
Well, that's fabulous. Thank you so much, Tom, for putting that together and sharing it with me.